This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network. And joining me right now is Warren Rehn. He is the president and CEO of Golden Minerals. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you, AUMN on the TSX and the NYSE. You can also see Warren do an investor presentation at the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, which is happening September 8th through the 11th. Please go to the conference website for more information. Warren, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Robert, also great to see you. Glad to be back.
Thank you. So last time we spoke, or the interview that we published was last year on September 4th, 2020. So love to get an update. What are some highlights from the company in the last 12 months or so?
Robert, it's been a great year for Golden Minerals. Since the last time we talked, we put the Rodeo Mine into production early this year. We've had two successful quarters of production. The ramp up in the first quarter where the mine essentially broke even on production. And in the second quarter, the company broke even completely based on the Rodeo income. So we're poised to have profitable production from Rodeo Mine for the company through the year. And we're scheduled to produce between 12,000 and 14,000 ounces of gold at a cash cost of around $900 per ounce. So, very profitable, a great startup. We actually exceeded our production metrics. We produced in May and June at about 550 tons per day. We had really planned only 450 tons per day. And our grade has been, above the average for the deposit as well. We had about 3.6 grams per ton for the material that we processed through our mill. So I can't say enough about how well the startup of Rodeo has gone for us. And it has set us up very nicely for the future. We have cash coming in for the year. And we're looking toward the future with the Velardeña production startup, potentially with a go, no-go decision here toward the end of this year. And in my opinion, it'll be a go decision, obviously, and a very exciting addition to both the production and the profitability that we've started, with the Rodeo. So it's been a great year for us, and we've made all the progress that we said we would make and a bit more. Very, very pleased to report that.
Very good. Yeah, in the interview that we did last year, we actually talked about bringing Rodeo and Velardeña projects back into production. So it looks like you made good on Rodeo and you're working on Velardeña. So for those that don't know what it takes to bring a mine back into production, I mean, what are some of the inner workings and the conversations behind that to help accomplish those tasks? Obviously from what you can tell us.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of moving parts, as you point out, from the initial permitting, the social contract with the local landowners and the local community, and then obviously getting the actual contract miner into place, getting the production design and the production teams together. So all of that is what was involved in getting Rodeo up and running. And the beauty of it was it wasn't a very expensive process for us because we already owned the processing plant. So contract mining, processing plant we already owned. It only cost us about $1.5 million to get Rodeo up and running, which is unheard of for any size mine, other than maybe the smallest of small. So it's a great story, and the opportunity that Rodeo presented to us is unique. It enabled us to get this cash flow going on a very short timeline and with very little capital expense. We're very, very proud of that.
Very good. Well, Warren, before I let you go today, again, also from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now moving forward for the rest of 2021 going into 2022? Obviously, it seems like the primary focus is getting Velardeña project back into production now.
Exactly. Velardeña has a longer mine life. It's essentially more potential cash flow on an annual basis than Rodeo. So it is the key to the sustainable profitability for the company. Now we're working on the detailed feasibility for the biooxidation processing plant that we plan to use. And we're working on the detailed plans to start up the mine based on silver, lead, zinc sales, concentrate sales while we're building the BIOX plant. So that will be a kind of a stepping stone to full profitability based on both the Rodeo and the Velardeña cash flow. and then moving forward with our exploration properties, of which we have a full portfolio, both in Mexico and Argentina. So I'll be talking about all that at the Beaver Creek conference as we come up.
Very good. Well, Warren, where can our audience go and find more information on Golden Minerals?
Please go to our website, goldenminerals.com, and all the contact details will be there. Please get in contact with our investment relations lead, Karen Winkler. Her contact details will be there as well. And there's also quite a few recorded interviews and various presentations I've done there from the past, some very recent. So a great place to go.
Very good. Warren, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. I look forward to our next update.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek hybrid event this year, happening September 8th through the 11th. And thank you all for listening.